Okay, everybody. We're going to the shootout, and I got to tell you, I'm scared about the shootout. I like that we got the point. I am not happy with this being in a shootout. Not happy at all because the last time we did a shootout, we didn't do very good. Um, gotta get this shootout. Gotta win this shootout. Absolutely have to win this shootout. So here we go. Bennington against Hellebuck in a shootout. More than likely, I think the Jets are going to go first, so the Blues will have the last shot. Let's see what happens and how the Blues set up and do this. How the Blues do the shootout, how they set it up. Looks like Perron is going to be our first shooter. Oh, no, so Blues are going to go first. So the Hellebuck. Here we go. Perron. And nope, Hellebuck stops it. So now it's on Bennington. Bennington needs to stop these. And no ands, ifs, or buts. I know you guys are hearing me late, but it's okay. Let's see what happens. This is a game that'll drive you to drink. Just ask Ashley when she comes in. Oh, nice save on Bennington. He kept him. Bennington did not make a move. He tried, and Bennington just threw it out. Chris, you're right. We did not deserve a point, so we got one. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Yeah, Bennington was there the whole way. And Kairu, guy that tied it up. All his fancy work finally paid off. Will it pay off here? Oh, he tried it there. Oh, he hits the post. Oh, no, he hit the post. Oh, here we go. Now DuBois. Oh, yes, Bennington is there. There we go. So it is nothing in the shootout. Oh, here we go, Tereshchenko. Now, can he have a better opportunity than he had in the last one? Here we go. Oh, missed it wide. It was a better shot this time. It looks like he was trying to do something. Now it's on Bennington. Absolutely on Bennington, and it's got to be. Oh yeah, he just missed that wide, and he knows it. He knows it. Boy, he knows it. Here we go. Oh, and Bennington takes out Scheifele. Nice. Now we're going on to the next one. Here we go. Billy Hashberger, thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Gave him the 5 and took it away. Now here comes O'Reilly. Oh, he scores. Okay, now it's on Bennington. Oh, man, I got this. I got O'Reilly on my fantasy team. I'm going to get an overtime point. Well, I don't know. I don't know how a shootout counts. I don't know how a shootout counts in that. I may not get anything for this. That may absolutely suck. Oh, and the Blues win 2-0 or 3-2 with a 1-0 win, and O'Reilly gets the game winner. See that way I should at least get a game winner there. So let me see what O'Reilly ends up with. -1, 1 hit, giveaway, 2 gives away. So I don't see. I mean, no, they haven't updated yet. So we'll see what happens when they update and where I'm sitting. You know what? There's good wins and there's bad wins. There's good losses and there's bad losses. And this was a bad win. But you know what? You got to take it for what it is because you absolutely needed it. Absolutely needed it. And I'm glad we got it. I don't think I got. Now, they haven't updated yet. So we'll see when they update it. I'll take what we can get, you know. And hey, everyone, welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Y Blues fan, and this is your post-game show. And welcome, Miss Lashley. Wow. You know what? How often do I say there are good wins and there are bad wins? There are good losses and there are bad losses. What? You're not hearing me?
Oh, I'm hearing you. I'm just waiting for you to say, "Hey, Ashley, you said the score was going to be 3-2."
Oh, well, you did say it was going to be 3-2, so more power to you. Got to give you credit for that. I was actually looking at the fact that, this was a bad win.
This was a terrible win, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it. Chris Lambert says, great shootout victory. That I will agree with, to a point.
I'm surprised that we were able to pull it off, but I was really pleasantly surprised with Bennington because last shootout, he couldn't stop anything.
He couldn't stop nothing, and he stopped them all. He stopped all 4 shots.
Yeah.
He did it, and he stole those 2 points tonight.
Bennington
did.
Huh? I'm just saying, hey, Tessa.
Oh, Tessa's here, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Hi, Tessa. She doesn't like me anymore. Okay, and Martin and Palama, what a game with the dump and chase for half the game. It had its ups and downs. This game really did have its ups and downs. There were times in this game that, it just, God, the Blues just played so poorly. Mm-hmm. But Winnipeg couldn't get anything going, right?
We had a lot of puck luck in that area. Bennington had a lot of puck luck.
We stole that, open net miss, sloppy passing in our own zone. I did not want Winnipeg to win. I'll agree with you there. Tessa's here. She's saying, give me a woohoo. Ryan Green, that's why I was nervous about the shootout because Bennington was horrible last time he was. But Chris says, on the money, Ashley. Everyone was worried about Benner in the shootout. So what I'll do now, in there are shootouts, I will come on during the shootout, right? And I know you guys see me about 30 seconds behind, but I think coming on in the shootout, that way you got a place to come and talk and think things out. Can we, for his frustrating blind passes? Yes. Even
we actually called him out earlier for his trying to be fancy. Please don't sing again.
I'm hurt. No, we did call him out for those blind passes and being fancy, and we did. And again, while you're saying that, it finally paid off in a fancy goal, right?
But that was actually a Buchnevich being fancy. Kyrou was just there to put it home.
Yeah, well, Buchnevich got in there, but the goal itself, Kyrou made a couple of moves before he scored, so it was.
Ryan, be happy that you missed the fancy talk because Guy gave this whole rendition of fancy-like, and it wasn't pleasant.
You know what? There we go. Chief needs to call him out more than us. Well, Jose, from what I'm learning is I think Chief secretly watches this show after it's on and listens to it because, oh my goodness, is he following our instructions? So
almost to a T.
Huh?
Almost to a T. He got you the Russian line, just not who you wanted it to be.
Not who I wanted, but it was a Russian line. And
it was pretty good.
Yeah, and it's been good. The lines this game were not bad.
No.
Right? The lines weren't bad.
It was just the defense that was terrible.
Yeah, it was. I think one of the things that you saw this game, winning those faceoffs. Thomas had, because I have both Thomas and O'Reilly on my fantasy team. Thomas had 13 faceoff wins. O'Reilly only had 9.
Yeah,
right?
Thomas is really great at winning faceoffs these days, and passing. He just needs to stop trying to score because he can't.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So I'm I'm impressed all around. I mean, you look at what we're learning, and we're learning a lot about the team. We're learning about passes and things like that. And oh, this sucks. In fantasy, I guess you don't get a point. They couldn't have updated this because I know I should get a win for Bennington. But you don't get. It looks like I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you get the point for because he scored the goal and it was the game-winning goal at the bare minimum. So I should get some credit for that. So I'm not sure
You
how
might
that
not
goes.
because it's a shootout.
Yeah, but
They
it
don't
still
count
counts
as
as
their
a game.
goal.
It actually counts as the game-winning goal.
Really?
Right. Yeah. Would sending neighbors down allow us to call up Brunovich? No. No, we're still short. We'd have to send somebody else down or put somebody on LTIR.
Well, if we send down Hoffer and neighbors, we can bring up Perunovic and possibly have room for another cheap forward. I'm hoping Joshua, but who knows? If we get Shen on LTIR, which I think we will, that'll open up a whole lot more.
Yeah, I guess I got to kind of look at Shin a little bit more and find out where he's at. I think tomorrow you're going to find out where Shin is. Yeah. Right? The team flies home tonight. They don't. They probably have a day off tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But hey, 2 points is 2 points. It was a bad win. I admit that. However, with it being a bad win, it's also a win that you need later down the road. This is a division win.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if you can win a game that you should lose, it makes up for a game you lose that you should have won. Mm-hmm. Right? You know what Ted Lasso says, it's not about the wins and losses for me. You're right, it's about the points. So you look at the standings now, and the standings have definitely taken a flip-flop. Let's see here. I don't think the Wild played tonight. So no, the Blues now have 11 games, are 8-2-1 with 17 points. Minnesota is 8-3-0 with 16 points. Edmonton got thrashed tonight. Mm-hmm. They think they lost 4-1 or 4-2. They're 9-2, so they have 18 points. So the Blues are actually still second in the West. They're a point behind Edmonton, but evened up. Right.
The Oilers lost 4-2, but the team that got trashed today was the Florida Panthers. They lost to the Devils 7-3.
7-2. 7-3?
7-3.
Yeah. Yeah, and what pisses me off about that is I have one of the Devils defensemen, and he got me nothing. Score 7 goals, and you can't get involved? Come on. Right? Come on. Get me something buddy. There. Right? John Hepter says points on the road. Jordan Kyrou was awesome in a game that he was like, Aaron, I am not going to agree with that. Jordan Kyrou was not awesome in that game. Jordan Kyrou absolutely, positively got 100% lucky. I mean, he was in the right place at the right time. That's how the goal ended up. I mean, he did make a great move. I'll agree with that. But to call him awesome, no. Absolutely not. No, we are not first in the West. We are second. He said,
second.
We are. I guess that's what he means by the 2 1s. But he's got first there. So no. Look, you get wins. You're going to get wins every single year that you should not have gotten. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. You're going to play bad. They are not first in the West, bud. You need to look again. Edmonton has 18 points. We have 17 points. I just looked at that. So
we're first in Central E, not
we're first in the Central. Yeah, first in the Central, not in the West. I agree with that. I'm trying to pull up another game here. There we go. Come on, Calgary. So what I'm seeing right now is a team that's playing together and that can win bad games. Yes. That's good. But it's still early. And
it is.
I will say this: we got the Bennington that we need. If we keep getting that Bennington,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna win 45 to 50 games this season, if not more.
Yeah.
Right? Is this considered our slump as far as the season goes? Because we had a great start to the year, but we're about 20% into the season. Nah, we're not 20%. We're only about 15, not even 15%. 12 games would be 15%. So we're close. I don't know if it's a slump yet. I think it's way too early for that. Danny Tower was at the game. He's still out east. I should shoot him then. Thomas made a great player, might be a great player in ice, but he likes to throw his back in frustration when it doesn't go his way. Seems frustrated a lot. Thomas isn't what I thought he was going to be. Ryan, I mean, I got to look a little more on that. I think Thomas is playing very, very well. He's a playmaker. I think he's been. I think that line, Barbashev being moved off that line, killed that line.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it did kill that line. I would really like to see, and I'll tell you what, Barbashev is a good center too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, he can play center or wing, and I think he's a pretty good center. So I'd like to see him be center longer. The bad list is longer than the good tonight for Cairo. Oh, I agree with that. Right? And then he's figuring out what he was saying about us being first in the Central. Excuse me. Game like tonight will drive you to drink, right, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
When they scored that goal and made it 2-2, I just had a feeling. But
yeah,
I thought it would
happened pretty soon after I cracked that open, too, is the funny thing.
Yeah. So I felt like, when they got that goal, as bad as they were playing, to get that goal and tie it up, you just felt like, they were going to play. And then I'll tell you this, they owned the overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was shots were 9-2 in the overtime.
It was 9-1.
9-1. I thought they got another shot off towards the end there, but no, that was that.
No,
that overtime.
They had 41.
Okay, so yeah, the fact that Bennington played the way he did, and they controlled that. They controlled that puck, and they bring it out, and that is something that the bringing it out. I'm not sure if I like that completely. O'Reilly get a huge goal. Yeah, that was a huge goal. And then Bennington making that stop, especially after the last, and then the stop on Scheifele. I mean, whatever he did, he was able to confuse Scheifele, because he must have known Scheifele was going to go 5-hole, but he showed it to him. He went for it and he took it away. And that was the bigger save to me, was the one on Scheifele. Because if he gives up that last one, we don't lose the game. If he gives up the one to Scheifele, we lose the game. Who do you think the top 3 stars of the game were for both of you? Ooh, I think this is pretty easy. It goes O'Reilly. Well, third star is O'Reilly. Second star is Hellebuyck. First star is Bennington. Or it's going to go third star Hellebuyck, second star Bennington, first star O'Reilly. Right?
No, I think Hellebuyck doesn't get a star. I'm pretty sure Booch gets that star. He had 2 points on the game. He made that goal to tie it to, even get us to overtime. The play anyways. It was his game.
Should we have won? Not so much, but a good win. Well, I don't call it a good win. It was a win. I think it's a bad win.
Terrible win.
So there was a point where him and another player got tied up, and he took a skate blade right here, like right under where the visor was. It actually got up under the visor, and yeah, he did come back. He was back on the ice. So that's what happened to Costin. I think tomorrow's going to be interesting. Tomorrow and Wednesday, because you're playing the Hurricanes, and you want to gauge yourself. That's your gauge game, right? That is your gauge game. That is the game where you figure out where you're at, right? And that's the 10th. Remember, Thursday's the 11th. Thursday is Veterans Day. Remember to thank a veteran for what they did. There are basically very few living draftees left in the world. Most of the veterans that you're going to talk to volunteered to do it and wanted to do what they did. So remember to thank a veteran on Thursday. The biggest save Vinny didn't even touch when he kicked out the leg. Kick the leg out, make it puck and shoot wide of an open net. Yeah, that was one. Bennington won Pipkin. I think she means first star. Sometimes 2 points aren't earned like you would want, but when it went in our favor, so let's have a drink to that. Well, you get it. You get it. Thanks, Guy, in advance for that. Not sure what I just did.
He's thanking you for your service.
Oh, okay. I thought it had to do with me calling him out earlier.
No.
Might have been terrible, but a win is a win. We may lose to the Hurricanes. I say 5-2, and it's possible. Neil's second star. We got stars. But
before the Hurricanes, we have the Preds, and I think we win that one.
Yeah, we have the Preds. Oh, I thought the Hurricanes were up first. Okay,
no, we have the Preds on Thursday, and then we have a Hurricanes on Saturday and Edmonton on Sunday.
Yeah, Kennedy saying U.S. Navy. Thank you. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. O'Reilly looked like he practiced that a few times. All that extra practice he does after regular practice pays off. Absolutely, it does. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. You know that goal that Matt Tkachuk did. I watched them practice that. I watched them practice that same move, right? Chris thinks we beat Nashville 4-2. I don't know. Nashville's been tough. Nashville's had a good start to their season. Don't forget free skate day for vets and guests at Century Center on Thursday. Absolutely, yeah. Hey, get out there and do it. The backhand is Ryan's move. I agree. He's leading by example. I agree with that. And the rest of the team is following. I'm okay with that. And by the way, actually, I don't know if you can see it. I might.
Awesome.
Right? Had to go. I tried to find the O-ring. I guess I may have to go to a automotive store to get this type of O-ring because it's closer to like a piston O-ring.
Yeah.
Right. But they didn't have it there, so I went and bought rubber bands and did some engineering and used the top O-ring on the bottom.
Sometimes MacGyvering it is the best way.
Sometimes, if it'll hold, as long as it'll hold. I know if I put a rubber band on the bottom and one on the top, it wouldn't work. I don't think the mic's weight would hold the two rubber bands together. But hey, I'll take this heavy duty O-ring for now, so it hopefully doesn't bust on me like the other one did. No, but that's what's good here is getting the points. This is a successful road trip.
Yes, it is.
You were 2-1-1 for 5 points of 8. Mm-hmm. That's a successful road trip.
I agree.
This road trip could have very easily been 0-2-2 or 0-3-1.
Especially with who we have out. Like Krug is definitely missed on our blue line.
Right? You MacGyvered it. That's pretty good. Thursday is Nastyville. No, I think that's Thursday
is Nashville. Saturday, Carolina. Sunday, Edmonton.
Actually, see, Chris won't be with us, so the Blues Warrior team has been invited to that game to be honored during that game.
That's awesome. That's right? So awesome.
So during the one of these days, I'm going to make it to a Veterans Day game. It would be really nice to make it to one. I know it's a Blues page, but my dad didn't talk about his Navy days. Do you have an MOS like other branches? Yes and no. We call them rates, not MOSs. MOS stands for Military Occupation Specialist, and that's like you're an infantryman or motorcade or things like that. Your intelligence and all that. In the Navy, we have rates. So like I'm what's known as a GSM-1 SW. So the GSM is my rate. I was a gas turbine systems technician, mechanical. First class, that was my rank 1, and then I have a designation of surface warfare, meaning that I was able to operate different areas of the ship, or learned enough about my ship in different areas to, if something happened, like I knew how to go fire the gun. If I needed, if they told me to go fire the gun, I could go help load and fire the gun, even though that wasn't my job. So that's kind of what that is. If someone ever tells you their rate, say they were like an SM1, that was an SM, that's a signalman. QM was a quartermaster. GM is a gunner's mate. TM was torpedo's mate, but I think they're gone now. There's some rates that don't exist anymore. Used to have boiler technicians, they're gone. MM is machinist mate. We called them monkey masturbators. Right? Yeah. So we all had good names. EN was an engineman. We called them gearheads. They called us suck and blow techs. Right? So yeoman, YN is a yeoman. So yeah, so that's how the Navy works there. Little Gary is here at Cedar Hill Elks Lodge and was here when you came to town. Says, let's go Blues. Hey, little Gary, thank you so much. Welcome. And we say, let's go Blues too. Her husband's a YN, which is a yeoman. That's an admin person. Basically, they take care of a yeoman takes care of all the officers paperwork, and a personnelman takes care of all the enlisted paperwork. And what's funny, you always have less officers on a ship than enlisted, yet they have more yeomen than personnelmen. Yeah, it makes no sense. We're going to lose to Edmonton Sunday. Edmonton has been...
Nope.
Nope.
We are not that much worse than them. We're not.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think we lose Edmonton. I think we lose Carolina. We come back and beat Edmonton.
Yeah, I'm... Well, I mean, they end up taking care of all of it, but their specialties are the other way. That's the way their specialties are supposed to be set up. So the Coast Guard is weird. I don't think the Coast Guard has PNs. They might just have YNs. The Coast Guard has like a quarter of our rates. Like a lot of our rates, like in engineering, they only have one engineering rate. You do it all, where we have a bunch of engineering rates. So it's a little different in the Coast Guard. I know I'm boring you with the military stuff, actually.
Sorry. Oh, no. My stepdad was Air Force. Two of my brothers were Army. Randy's brother was Navy. I have a lot of family.
So 2 bullet stoppers and a lounger.
Essentially.
Right? Yep, that's what the Army and the Marine Corps, they just stop bullets and the...
Oh, no. Navy.
No, I know you said, but you said you had 2 in the Army and 1 in the Air Force. So the 2 in the Army, they stop bullets, and the 1 in the Air Force just lounged around.
He hung out in Germany a lot.
Yeah, he lounged around. So we got, never mind. I think you're right. Carolina will be tougher. Yeah, Carolina is going to be a tough game. They're playing very, very well. Calgary, why can't you score on Sharks? The guy I'm playing in the fantasy league has Adrian Hill, and Hill got a damn assist. So now I'm Bennington, you need an assist in the next 2 games. You need a couple of assists. So figure out how to pass that puck, Bennington. I need some points.
I mean, Hoffer did.
Yeah, Hoffer could figure it out.
His first game.
All my dad said was that he was a firefighter and a boiler guy. Let's go Blues and Bennington, Cairo and Hullebuck are the correct, and I'm tried to fix it for the 3 stars. Okay, so actually I was close, right? I was close. Cairo got it.
No, I think that was his. The game wasn't that. Hold on.
Was that his 3 stars?
I think that was his personal 3 because it wasn't 3 Blues, or well, it wasn't. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now.
See if I can figure it out. So
it was Jordan Bennington, Neil Poink, and Jordan Cairo.
Yeah, it's funny the way they say his name. So Cairo Bennington and it's Pionk, but the way they say it, it's like peon.
Okay.
Peon in the net, peon back there, but it's Pionk. So with the K, right? But it sounds like peon. And it was really interesting hearing them say that. Yeah, I like that. I have no problem with those. Well, I have a little problem with Cairo being there, but Cairo did tie the game at the right time. Peon had a great game. I mean, he was all over the place. They usually say who the 3 stars are by. That's probably by the Winnipeg media. So that's why Neil's going to be up in there. Shots were 10-1 in the overtime.
Mm-hmm.
right? It should have. You need to take our shots in the second and flop that with our shots in overtime. But hey, you take what you can get when you can get it, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that. Again, this is one of those where, the Blues got ahead, fell behind, and figured out how to win it. Okay, that that's a game you take. Face-offs, Jets were 52-48, so they probably had one face-off more than the Blues. Power play 1-for-1, 0-for-2. So the good thing is the refs kept their whistles in their pockets, especially in late in the third and the overtime, because there were a couple calls that could have been made, but it went both ways. There were calls that could have been made both ways. Hits 20-15 for the Jets. Boy, man, that's surprising me. Because I know last season, I got to look it up, but I think last season the Blues were one of the heaviest hitting teams in the league.
Yeah, but Maruby, he's switched to speed.
Yeah, and I think puck control a little bit more. Because if you have the puck, you're not scoring as much, right? Or you're not hitting as much. So that blocks were 14 apiece. Giveaways, Jets had 12, Blues had 11. The giveaways have really got to they've really got a puck handle much, much better and hold those. Bennington ended up with a .951 save percentage, right? Bennington is absolutely playing where he needs to play as a goaltender, and he's starting to inch up into that status of where he should be, right? If I look at goalie stats here, I think he's second in wins. Let's see. He's got 6 wins, so he's he's seventh, but really 1, 2, he's really tied for fourth, right? Tied for fourth with 6 wins. He's got 2 overtime losses. Oh no, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss. Okay, 2 losses. So in losses, he's where there. But look at shots against. Shots against Bennington. Bennington is sitting. He should be a lot higher than that. I'm missing him. Where's Bennington at? Okay, he's 5th at 305 shots against, 283 saves, which is probably right up in there. 5th in saves. He's got 22 goals against, which is down the mark. It's 13th overall. Oh, actually, no, I got to reverse that. No. Yeah, goals against, I need to reverse that. So goals against, they've got even guys that have only played 1 game, so I need to kind of adjust that a little bit. I got to do that one where you do the games average. But you look at save percentage, and same thing, save percentage might be a little off. Let me try and do something here real quick. Summary, one more. There we go. Maintain the games played. They played 10 games, so say minimum of 4 games played. All right. Okay, so minimum of 4 games played. Get stats. So now let's see where we're at here. So this will take out the guys that have only played 1 game, 1 or 2 games. He's at. I know he's 9th at 928. Right. Crap. Sharks just scored. Didn't need that. So Bennington 928 there. Goals against, he's at 244, which sits 17th, a little high, but I know that's going to come down. I think actually his will probably stay somewhere in that range or come down a little. There's guys on here that I see that are going to go up, right? James Reimer was 6 game at a 1.6. He's not going to keep that. Markstrom at a 1.65 for Calgary. I don't see him keeping that. Markstrom's 4 shutouts. That's going to initially, he's going to get lit up here. He's already starting to. So that's, there's some of that. So really, to me, he's starting to inch up into that zone that people want to put him in, but I'm not ready to put him there yet.
Fair enough. I think that it's funny that the Blackhawks were up 2-0 and now they're in overtime tied 2-2.
Oh, there we go. Same as us. I've also listened to Hurricanes goal. Horn this year, and glad they got rid of Ric Flair voiceover. Yeah. He was saying it was his opinion. Bennington Cairo for the Blues. So Mike McKenna said our locker room is wilder than an NHL locker room. I could see that. I actually want to get Mike McKenna and Coach Harv on the show. I think I still have. I gotta look. I know I have Coach Harv's number somewhere. I'm sure if I call him, he would do it for me because he was really worried about my hand. OR should have been number one. What were our shots in the second? 5 shots. 5 shots. Because that was fair both ways on the no calls. Yeah, I thought it was. And hope the Hawks lose. Absolutely.
Me
so
too.
Are you ready for the tomorrow night show, Ashley?
Yes.
Tomorrow night. Do you know what we're doing tomorrow night?
We're doing the Eastern Conference captains, right?
Yes, we're going to go through the Eastern Conference captains. And now we have to do an extra one because there was a team that didn't have a captain that now has one. Actually, I think there's still 2 teams left that don't have captains. Mm-hmm. So we'll look at it. Eastern Conference is going to be kind of hard with captains. Even overall, like one of the things with captains, like Ovechkin for me is going to be the number one on his side. Even he's got a Stanley Cup. He's got the goals. He's got the leadership. That's what you're going to base it off of, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be the gold standard for me in the East. Is definitely going to be Ovechkin, and everything's going to come off of that because I can't see anybody in the East right now. There's no captain in the East. The one that I think could have challenged him
hasn't played.
Would have been Chara, but Chara is no longer with Boston and no longer their captain. So that right there, but that's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head.
Crosby, if he was playing, but
is he still out?
I don't know if he came back yet. He's only played 1 game from what I know.
Yeah.
So it sucks because I would rate him high, but I got to rate him low because he's not really playing yet.
Yeah, but overall, for me, the way I rate him overall, I think that would put him. I don't think the Caps are the Caps in Boston in the same division.
I'm
not sure.
I think they are.
Let me look here real quick. Let's see. Let's do a divisional look. So, yes, they are. So in the Metro, you have the Hurricanes, the Rangers, the Caps, the Flyers, the Blue Jackets, the Devils, the Islanders, and the Penguins. And that's the 1-2 are almost set. In the Atlantic, you have Florida, Detroit, Tampa, and I think not Stamkos, but I know who their captain is, but I can't say it off the top of my head. No, it is Stamkos, and that's probably going to be my number one there. The Maple Leafs, which I think is Tavares, but I'm not sure. The Bruins, Buffalo doesn't have a captain right now. Ottawa just got a captain, and the Canadians have a captain, I think, but their captain's injured. So that's the thing with the Canadians right now. They have a captain, but they don't. So they're going to probably be at the bottom for me with that. Well, Kucherov. Okay, I was close. I knew it was somewhere like that. I just couldn't spit it out. But hey, Chris, thanks so much. Hey, guys, have a great night. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. We'll see you Thursday for the Veterans Day show. And if you know of a veteran that would be willing to come on the show and do the pregame, postgame, and that, let me know. I always try and bring a veteran on for Veterans Day. I would love to do that. I've done it for the past 3 years. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's find a veteran that will come on the show. You got 2 days to figure it out. So, hey, guys, have fun. Have a great night. Ashley, thank you so much. We love you on the show. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones, saying aloha, mahalo, and we can't wait to talk Captiones tomorrow night.